if you want. Dr. Krstevka?
During the crisis, we were implementing accommodative monetary policy. I mentioned that the reduction in the basic interest rate, but in addition to that, although let's say the interest rate is now at the same level from the mid-2013, in addition to that, we combine the interest rate with some relaxation regarding the other monetary policy instrument. So we have also relaxation in the interest rates on deposit facility at the central bank with the main intention to give a signal to the bank that this is an instrument for fine-tuning and it is not a regular investment opportunity for them, since we notice that they have really a high preference for risk-free investment, not only for government securities, but also for deposit facility at the central bank. In addition to that, we had a wide use of the reserve requirements ratio for two purposes. One of them was to support the credit growth in the economy. So we noticed a kind of a slowdown in the credit growth during the crisis period that was related to some slowdown regarding the sources of financing, but also the increase of the credit risk and the NPLs. So that's why we found a way how to support the credit activity of the banking sector. So starting from 2013, by the end of this year, we have a kind of a non-standard use of reserve requirements ratio, which means no reserve requirements on the loans that are given to the companies in the energy and export sector. So kind of a support for lending to the company, which is actually the sector in which notice there is a kind of a slowdown. And this measure was giving results regarding the credit growth. And another use of the reserve requirements ratio was actually related to the support of the deposits at the banking sector, especially deposits on the long run, deposits in domestic currency and deposits of the households. So actually for these categories of liabilities of the banking sector, we had a reduction of the reserve requirements. So therefore, supporting savings in the domestic currency on a long term and savings by the household sector. Actually, what we have noticed during the crisis period was a trend of de-euroization in the economy. Actually, we had a much stronger interest by the economic agents to save in the local currency, which was a kind of obvious maybe, considering the uncertainty in the Eurozone, and in addition to that, the higher return in domestic instruments. So that's why, in addition to this already started trend, we started to change our instruments in order to support these positive tendencies, considering that we are as a country with a peg exchange rate. Actually, it is very important to strengthen the confidence in the local currency. I can say that nowadays we can say that we have quite solid credit growth, which in the last couple of years is between 9 and 10% on annual level, which is relatively good comparing what are the credit growth rates in the countries of the region. And in addition to that, we have still these positive trends regarding the euroization in the economy. Thank you.
Thank you.